Good morning, everyone. This is Karl F. Rose recording from Bedford, Pennsylvania on Monday, December 30th, 2019. And before we get going, let's start off with my introduction song here. Okay, now since this podcast is not intended for or targeted for children, I need to put in my disclaimer. Let's get the alarm here. Okay, again, this is not for children 13 or under, so again. All right, let's get into it. I've got a lot of things to talk about, and I need to get this done fast. I've got a lot of other things to do. I'm going to do a more detailed playoff scenario on my regular YouTube channel. So if you're not subscribed to my podcast, be sure to subscribe. And if you're on my YouTube channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you get notified of all my podcasts. And also on my home page on my YouTube, it says Karl's Corner Podcast. Be sure to hit the subscribe button there and the bell notification there. That way you're going to be updated because I'm going to be doing more podcasts more frequently going into 2020. Got a lot of things going on. Okay, let's get into it now. I need to get that out because big things are happening here on my channel. Got a lot of things going on and things are going relatively good. Okay, playoffs. We got the playoff scenario. AFC, let's start off with that. Everything's going to be going through Baltimore. Baltimore has got a very good team. They are well balanced. They have very few flaws, but they are beatable. But they're the top team. Luckily for me, I kind of like the Ravens, but actually in the AFC, the Buffalo Bills are my main team. I'm going to go more into this on my main video on YouTube. The Bills face the Texans. I think the Bills will take that one. I do not see anyone stopping Baltimore, not even Kansas City, not even New England. New England is going to be tested by the Titans. They're in the wild card spot, so they don't get a week off. They get the Titans right off the bat, and they're going to have a handful. So we'll have to see because Tennessee can run the ball, this is going to put a good test on New England. See how good they can run the ball or defend the run. I mean, because Tennessee can just jam the ball down your throat. They're a scary good team. So even though they squeaked in. But we'll see. Now, on the NFC side, the 49ers beat the Seahawks 26-21 last night. And it looks like, I'm not 100% sure, but I think everything's going through San Francisco. But I just don't. They've got a slew of injuries. But Shanahan, Kyle Shanahan is getting creative with his play calling with what he has. But there's not a lot of love for the New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints, they are not getting enough credit for their defense. And then you've got Drew Brees but with the Saints defense, and with Drew Brees, I just don't see anybody stopping the Saints. It's going to be, the Saints are beatable, but they're still, I think they're better than the 49ers. I think Green Bay is the weak. Green Bay and Minnesota are the weakest links on there. And the Eagles could surprise some people, but they've got a slew of injuries too. So the bottom line on all of this, what I'm getting at is I'm seeing once we get down to the wire, I'm looking at a Super Bowl between the Ravens and the Saints. That's how I see it, but I'm going to do more in-depth stuff later on my laptop. I'm going to go through the calculator and look at my predictions and do a more fine-tuned playoff scenario and who goes to the Super Bowl. But off the top of my head, I see this being as the Ravens versus the Saints, which I would actually like, and I would actually watch that Super Bowl. Last thing in the world I want is a Patriots Packers Super Bowl. That would be boring. It's dull. We've seen it. It's been done over and over again. Or if the NFL is as scripted like I believe it is, we could see a Packers and Kansas City Super Bowl, which would absolutely bore me to death, and I wouldn't even watch it. So anyway, that's kind of just my brief overview of what's coming up on the NFL, the playoffs. There's going to be actually some pretty good things, unless we're stuck with the same old Super Bowl, which I really hope doesn't happen. And anyway, I just wanted to get this out. I got a ton of other stuff to do. I've got New Year New Year's 2019 year in review rewind that I'm currently working on that I'm going to upload tomorrow. It'll be more of a musical photo slideshow kind of video. You won't hear me blabbering. Something real good to end the year with. Anyway, so if you like these, please hit the bell notification and the subscribe button to be updated on all my podcasts and videos and stuff. And we will talk to you next time. But let me finish with this. Let me just do my... Okay, we will talk to you next time, and have a good day, and have a safe and happy New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. And please, if you're going to drink and drive, get a designated driver or stay wherever you're at if that's possible. But please don't drink and drive. Just use common sense. And we'll talk to you next time.